Where you at, Berto?
Where you at, family? Today we are reacting to woman says she's been an eater since 8th grade. Oh my God. You know, some things you just need to keep to yourself, man. What you mean you been an eater since 8th grade? I hope you got your slang wrong and you was just eating, you know, pizza in the cafeteria. Jesus, let's get right into it, bro. It's a damn shame. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Tap into the Twitch streams. Link to that be in the description. That's Where You At, Berto. Join the Where You At family so you never miss a live stream reaction. Let's do it.
Oh, it's a beautiful day to do these reactions, man. Like it before you light it. Hit the sub before you hit the bud, man. Hey, I love TikTok, bro. They get on here and just spill the beans. Information that you would have to waterboard out of most people, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, keep it to yourself, man.
Head, of course. I'm a real eater. Is you cool? I eat.
What do you mean by that?
I had to go through some experiences where I threw up. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I could eat it all up. After you suck somebody, you really learn different dicks. You learn who like hands, who don't like hands. You learn who like the balls, who don't like the balls. You can always tell by the groans and the moans. Once you get close to the balls and the moans is getting good, he wants you to get the balls. If he don't, if he kind of quiet up and tense up, that means he ain't never had the ball action maybe, so don't even get to the balls. It might tickle too much. Some people...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is Hey, you know who you are. I'm not gonna say your name, brother, because you my dog. You my dog. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I looked at you crazy when you told me this, man. So I had a partner, man. I'm gonna call him Tony. I'm gonna call him Tony. His name's not Tony, but Tony was too freaked out, bro. Every time I talk to Tony, this nigga Tony always telling me how he hitting this hoe or how he's having relations with this hoe, different girls. Could never seem to keep his Johnson in his pants. And I'm like, God damn, Tony, you need to chill. You just too freaked out. The lust is possessing your mind, man. Feek? No, it's not feek. I promise you. On everything, it's not feek. Don't do that. Don't put that on feek. So one day, he come to me, bro, and he's like, hey, bro, I started talking to this new girl. She bad or whatever. I'm about to link with her tonight. And I'm like, cool, man. Make sure, you just handle business and, do the right things. Don't, because I know your freaky ass, bro. You be tripping, bro. Like, he's the type of nigga, he telling me he be spraying the club up, shooting the club up. First time hitting the hoe. Never even met her other than... It's the first time meeting her, first time hitting the hoe, he gonna spray inside the club and shit. I'm like, God damn, you tweaking, nigga. So I be like, all right, bro, make sure you just handle business and be cool. So a few days pass, whatever. Whenever we link again, on some gym shit, he was telling me how the shit went. He was like, hey, I linked with that shorty, bro. I ended up clapping or whatever, and it was smooth. And I was like, okay, no, that's hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's one of them niggas that go into way too much detail. Like, people that just don't got no filter. The conversation could have ended there. Oh yeah, I linked with shorty. We had some relations. Cool. I don't need every detail of what y'all niggas be doing for real. Like, that's not my business. And then he kind of start breaking it down, and I'm just like, bro, like, I'm straight. And he said, yeah, bro, but something like different happened. I was like, what you mean? How do I say this without it's going too crazy on YouTube? She was licking my lollipop. Right? And I was like, okay, cool. Like, whatever. And then, bro, she just kept going lower. And I was like, what you mean by that? And then she started playing with the Johnson sack. And I was like, all right, bro, like, cool. Like, I don't want to hear no more of this, like, for sure. And he was like, yeah, bro, that shit. It's like, at first I tensed up at first and shit, but like, for some reason I ain't tell her stop. And I was like, bro, like, okay, like, what are you trying to tell me all this for, bro? He's like, the reason I'm telling you this, bro, is because it didn't stop there. And I'm like, hell no, man. Fuck you talking about, bro? He's like, I'm not gonna lie, my nigga. She kept going lower and she ate his shit, my nigga. She ate his ass, my nigga. He said that she let that hoe eat his ass. Yo, real quick, before we get back into the video, I know you guys usually skip these type of ads, but give me 1 second. My guys over at Free Cash are sponsoring this video, and if you like money, I think you'd like to stick around. Free Cash is an application where you can earn free money just for playing games. It is 100% free to sign up using the QR code on the screen or the link in my description. Only thing that you're gonna need is an email or a password. And the games on this platform are actually fun, and all you have to do is complete basic missions and very simple tasks to reach the requirements to actually get paid. And as soon as you do that, they credit your account right away with real money that you can use in the real world. I'm talking about gift cards, PayPal, however you need to get your funds, they got it. And something that I've been seeing a little bit y'all talking about is like,
oh, they're collecting my data.
Listen, they only track your progress so they know when to pay you. And let me break down exactly why they're paying you free cash in the first place. The games that are on these platforms are trying to get exposure. So the games pay free cash to pay you guys to play the games. If you really think about it, it's just business. It's a win-win situation. These games get more people onto their platform playing their games, and you get a little bit of extra chicken in your pockets. And I've had so many of you guys reach out to me already saying that you've made $5 to $10 just playing games that you would be playing for free anyway. And I know $5 to $10 isn't like life-changing money, but it's free money to play games on your phone. And the crazy part is, I've actually had people tell me that they've had crazy payouts like $500, one even $1,000. I'm not saying to quit your day job, but the fact that that's even possible, I mean, bro, it's free. So if you ask me, there's really nothing to lose, just everything to gain, honestly, if you like playing games on your free time. So click the link in my description or try the QR code on my screen to sign up for free, and you'll even get a $5 bonus using my stuff. I love y'all. Where you at, family? Let's get right back into the video.
Where you at, Berto?
And I was like, what? I was like, you did what? He's like, yeah, bro, like I was about to tell her to stop, I twitched and shit, but then it felt so good that I just let her keep going, man. Now I just looked at him, bro. I said, this is your problem, bro. You too freaked out. You letting this shit control you. You getting demasculated and shit, emasculated by a woman. So you telling me you let this woman put your legs in the air and eat your shit, nigga?
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Man, I haven't hung out with that nigga since. I had to separate myself. I couldn't. I just didn't even need to know that information. So now I'm spreading your story to the millions and billions of people on the internet, man. You lucky I just ain't say your name, but when you watch this, you know who you are, bro. There's a reason we haven't been talking as much. It's crazy.
Like the hands, if they jerk a lot, they gonna like that hand action with that mouth action. So once you try that hand and you see he feeling it, you keep using that hand. But once you do the hand and he kind of like, it's.
Well, she did say she been doing it since she was 13. I know y'all caught that. She been doing that since she was 13. Let's not act like that's so foreign, like that's so uncommon. When I was in school, when I was in the 8th grade, there was a few girls at the school that had a reputation of doing that. And what age are you in the 8th grade? You're about 13, I think. Yeah, I knew girls that was doing it in middle school. Some of y'all knew girls that was doing it in elementary. Freaked out, man. This is their leader. The algorithm pushes these type of women and men to the forefront as opposed to pushing men that's gonna intellectually stimulate people. This shit crazy to me though, dog. She knew what she was talking about though. You could tell.
Every economic problem that we're facing in this country.
So now we're just getting into more compilation type shit. We don't have a good time and laugh, react, whatever. But, I'll stop it whenever I feel like it.
Right now, student loan debt being just out of control, the government shutdown, SNAP benefits being cut, health insurance premiums about to go through the roof, your rent going up, your pay stagnating, groceries just being astronomical, is because reparations were never paid after the Civil War. Let me explain. After the Civil War, the Union, the North won, and the...
Hey, man, real talk, though. Before she go into what she go into, if she say that white people didn't receive no money, they did. After slavery, they received reparations for lost revenue. That's crazy.
Where's our reparations as black people? We need to be paid some reparations, man. We went through a lot. Y'all niggas think I'm trolling, too. Run me my money, nigga. When we gonna get some rep?
South was defeated, but the South was never punished. The Confederacy lived on in the ideology of the people, of the white people of the South. Reparations were never paid to Black Americans. They were never really, truly given the opportunity to pick themselves up by their bootstraps, to rise up and become equal members of this country, equal citizens. They've been fighting for their equality since then. They've never actually truly achieved it. So when white people hear a promise from Donald Trump et al. That we're gonna run the country like a business, to them that sounds appealing. They're like, oh yeah, because you know what? I'm a business owner. I own this country because I'm white.
Hey, Donald Trump said the other day, you know, he's always focused on other things other than the American people, like invading Greenland and shit. This motherfucker said, just because y'all landed the boat there 500 years ago doesn't mean y'all own the place. When I saw that, I was dumbfounded, because by that same logic, Jamestown, Virginia, even before then, when them boats was landing here, fast forward to the day, y'all think y'all own this motherfucker. I'm just saying.
Black and brown people here, well, we're going to run the country, run the government like a business. They understand what that means because they've been dealing with it for centuries. White people think that they are on the side of the owners, the masters, but they're not. Most white people have more in common with the black and brown people that they look down upon. They are closer to them in the economic tax bracket than they are to the white billionaires whose asses they kiss.
Okay. For a second, I thought she lost me, but then she reeled me back in. She's low-key spitting. Listen to them glazing billionaires, especially on this app. I make $50,000 a year, but I have more in common with Jeff Bezos than I do with George Floyd. She's tripping? No, she's not tripping. She's really just calling out Caucasian people that, you know, love to align themselves with white people that at the top of the system that don't give a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying? When it's like they're broke, they're struggling to pay their bills just like the rest of us, but they want to align themselves or think that they're better just because their skin is the same color as Elon Musk. So that's really what she's trying to say here.
Bullshit! The only reason the lie of let's run this country like a business appealed to you is because you thought you would benefit. And now here you are. Understanding that when they say we're going to run this country like a business, that means they're going to profit off of your ass. That means that if you take $100,000 loan out to go to college, you will be in debt to the federal government until the day you fucking die. You borrowed $100,000, prepare to repay $300,000. Because they're running the government like a business now. And guess what? You're a customer, not an owner. The government exists to serve us, not to profit off of us. And we will continue to have these problems until y'all get your fucking minds right.
Hey, dog, she touched on some fire points, though, dog. But the thing that really stand out, it be the white trash, dog. That's what it be for me, bro. It be the white boys that's in the trailer parks that's voting for these billionaires who don't give a shit about them. But
Facts.
They look at a nigga like me and be like, he's the problem. He's lazy. He doesn't want to work. As soon as you piss him off, you ain't nothing but a black dude. Oh, you still an N-word? Don't you got to go take...
Not gonna lie, Americans are cooked. Oh yeah, we're overly cooked, bro. We're overly cooked.
care of your 3 baby mamas and your 17 kids, dog. I'm telling you, every time I piss a white dude off, bro, it goes to some type of stereotype, man. I just laugh at this shit. I promise you I do, because you ain't gonna touch me. You understand what I'm talking about? For real.
Named Boyd Barrel. We eat, and he sits down for about 3 hours with us and eats and talks business and has about 13 mixed drinks. About 13.
Right. It's a lot.
And I don't even want to get in the car with him now. He says, no, let's go to the Pink Pony. Pink Pony.
Mixed drink, bro. So a lot of y'all know that I'm not a big drinker. My first time getting drunk at 29 I'm 29 years old and I got drunk for the first time. Well, not this year, but technically last year, 2025. So like, I'm not a big drinker, bro. And every time I'd go out to drink, I only drink Don Julio, and I tend to just stick with like vodka. I say just stick with vodka, but for the most part, I'm drinking Don Julio. So I had popped out with Dior the other night. I popped out with Dior the other night. That was probably like 2 weeks ago, gang. And we went to, it was to celebrate one of Dior's girls, homegirls. It was like her birthday or whatever, and she invited us out. So we popped out to a bar, and at the bar, it was just me and Dior. We were chilling, and Dior, got us a round of drinks, and he just got us some Hen and Coke. If you guys don't know what that is, that's Hennessy and Coke. And that was my first time even drinking like Hennessy for real. I never actually drank Hennessy ever in my entire life. Surprisingly, right? But whatever. And I was just like, cool, whatever. Sipped it, cool. We did another round. So I had 2 rounds of Henny and Coke. And I'm not thinking nothing of it, my nigga. Then we go to the next spot. And now we with the girls or whatever. And they just start giving us shots of what I normally drink, which is Don Julio. Bro, that was my first time mixing, gang. I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I had Henny and Coke earlier. And if you guys don't know, that's brown liquor, bro. By the end of the night, I was so fucked up. So fucked up. I was toe up, bro. Like, I'm talking about I'm at the toilet throwing up bad. Like, I couldn't stop throwing up. My stomach was fucked. I was like, okay, I get it now. This is when people be like, bro, I'm never drinking again. Like, it was bad, bro. And the thing is, when I say I was toe up, it wasn't so much from the place of like being drunk. Like, I wasn't like overly drunk, but I was sick, bro. I was sick. Like, I felt so bad. I could not stop throwing up. And then I was like, okay, never again will I ever mix. I wasn't paying attention. Niggas gotta watch their liquor, man.
It's a strip club in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We go there, and he proceeds to have another like 15 mixed drinks.
Jesus.
And I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna get in the car. Well, you're a pussy. You don't get in the car. Like, he's drunk now, right? The valet, they don't care. Just give me the money. Like, give the car
Drinking
keys.
alcohol is overrated. Yeah, it's definitely overrated. It's not that deep.
No big deal. So he says the night's young. I said, no, we got to go back. We got an early convention in the morning. So he starts driving, and he knows Atlanta better than us, but he goes in the woods, like in the middle of nowhere. And it's pitch dark. I'm like, where are you taking me? Don't worry.
Oh, you finna
We
die.
drive for like 3 miles. We see nothing but pitch dark. And all of a sudden, I see a little light, a little yellow light coming up. And I'm getting closer and closer, and I see it now. It says Asian massage.
Oh, Lord.
So we stop in there, and Boyd takes us in there, and there's about 10 girls sitting on couches. And the madam comes in. She's like 50-something years old. Boyd, Mr. Barrow, how you doing? Like,
They know this nigga by first name.
And pick a girl. Pick a girl. So I pick a girl, and my sales manager was me. We pick a girl and go back and get a massage, if you know what I mean. So Boyd, he wants
If you know what I mean. Oh yeah, we know what you mean, gang.
pick a girl, and like she's like, is everything wrong, Mr. Barrow? What's wrong? He's like, no girl for me. No girl. I'll give you 2 girls tonight for one price. No, he goes, I want you.
Oh.
To the madam. Like,
Right.
she's like 60 years old, 55, but she looks all right for her age.
Freaked out.
60, and she look all right. Y'all niggas hitting 60-year-olds.
So she says, no, I can't do that. He goes, I'll give you 2,000. Here's my credit card. I'll give you 2,000.
Shit.
He's like, I don't. I have a husband. I don't do this. I own the place. He goes, 5,000. Here, run my credit card.
Rags.
And she's like, no, I don't.
Berto ever had a Thailand massage? No, and I don't want one. I'm too paranoid about shit like that. I'm not just trying to be clapping on random strangers. Like, I'm straight. I'm good off that.
Don't do that. I just don't do that. 10,000. It's a black card. Run it. I'll be right back.
Oh, money talks.
So
and
she
bullshit
goes,
walks.
runs the credit card. They go off together.
10,000?
We do our business, and I'm back on the couch talking to the girls, and they have a little bar there, and he's in there for like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, for 10,000, bitch, I better have you as long as I please. 10 bands? That can't be a situation where if I pay you 10,000 for some shit, that shit can't just be a 1 minute, 2 minute, 10 minute. No, we gotta go round after round after round. What the fuck? Hours. I'm tripping.
Boy, they come
But
out.
dead ass.
The madam, she's looking
Hypothetically, you spend 10,000 on some used veg. You better at least make it worth your while.
rough. Like Boyd got his money's worth, I guess, right? So it's like 5:30 in the morning. We leave out of there. He drops us off to the hotel. I got to get ready. The convention starts at like 7:30.
Damn.
I don't even sleep. I go to the convention. I'm like 25 minutes late. I'm hungover. And guess who's waiting for us with with Dunkin' Donuts coffees at the convention?
Boyd.
It's Boyd.
How?
And so he's waiting there. Oh,
After 28 drinks.
So I don't see him for another 15 years. No, not 15 years, about 10 years. The next
old
time
are
I
you,
see
nigga?
him is I go to the camp from the Atlanta camp. I go in my dorm, and he's in the dorm. The same dorm I go to. He got busted for some K2 stuff or something. Not even the same
Why
guy.
was he locked up in prison
Because of K2 stuff. Like he did.
I lost the plot. What's going on?
In the outside, he's
On
selling
the
K2?
outside. No, he did some K2 like manufacturing stuff and not the Red Bull stuff. Like
When you told me that story the first time, you told me that like a few days later or a week later, he called
What's good,
you up and
Rockman?
he said, "Hey, I got my credit card back." And
oh yeah, he did. No, he told us. No, remember that day at the convention.
Right.
So he's at the convention with a coffee cup. I tell you about that. He's at the coffee cups. He's like, listen, I got a little headache, but he goes, did the massage parlor bang my credit card for 10 grand? I go, yeah, you told her 10 grand. He's like, oh my God. And then he scratches his head and he looks up. He says, that was worth it.
Hey, man, a time was had, goddammit. She was married, man. 10 bands to give a dude a handy.
A handy? That's it? An hour-long handy for $10,000? Man, so this really pulls up a different discussion. Chat, I want to know y'all opinion. Because that woman was married and she took $10,000 to have relations with another man. So let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think, and no judgment here, this is just a conversation. Do y'all think there's a number that every woman would take to cheat on their man? Genuine question. In general, obviously we know there's good girls out there that's gonna hold it down, but just in general, would you say that most women, there's a number that they would take to cheat on their man? What do you think? Juke said no. Yellow said some, not all. Berto. Fallen said yes. Rudo said yes. User said 100%. Huh. Interesting. 100%. I don't know. In 2026, I think I want to say that I know there's some good girls out there that definitely will hold it down. I want to say that. So I know it's not all of y'all. But man, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like 10 bands, I'm not sure how many women are turning that down for a one-night stand. In 2026 at least. But I know that's not all of y'all. I'm not gonna put that on all of y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I love y'all, appreciate y'all. We're gonna end this video here. Where you at, family? Type into the Twitch stream, links will be in the description.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.